Here we are starting off with our dude Joe. We're starting off with Joe, but before we dive into Joe's actions, this match here is absolutely wild. It's filled with heartbreak, letdown, bad aim, and great moments. So make sure you guys watch its entirety because you're going to be learning a lot of valuable lessons. So right now, Joe is going to, it looks like it's a stronghold. I don't see it on the mini map yet, but I mean, that's usually what it is. There it is. So it is taken, meaning the enemy will have a UAV, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's still up here. So we got to be very careful. I don't like this fight instantly right off the rip. All right, so a lot in that fight. 2 lessons to learn from this real quick. We're gonna be talking about 1, the moment we busted in, you gotta get out of the open. You have to. First things first, man, break away to the staircase right-hand side. This entire lip right here is just, you're in a kill box. You're born to die if you stay here. So make a break for it. It's your best bet. And he would have survived too, because the enemy was not at the corner yet. Or he just wasn't shooting. Now, secondly, the enemy did something crazy. Granted, we were almost dead. If he would have been a really good player, there is a chance he could have absolutely slayed out this dude here. And he honestly, he cracked him. He almost killed him. So again, just very vulnerable position. I don't like what Blue did. I don't like the fact that he just jumped down and prayed for the best. Not really a good tactic. All right, here we are still securing. Here's enemies. Same situation as last time. Same situation. If Purple would have ran up the staircase, he could have closed the gap and created a better fight. But instead, he's standing in the open, which is very confusing. At least Joe had a sense of where to look. Purple was just staring at nothing. Who killed him? Good eye. Now, before anyone's like, Savage is cheating, how'd he know? Keep your eye on the mini map. The UAV comes up, right? So this is why I love Stronghold. A lot of people are always like, Savage, I can't find that many enemies. And it's because you're not utilizing the tools to your advantage, man. I mean, UAVs, we can say that all day, but Strongholds for sure. Don't be afraid to go to them. A lot of great things you can do at Stronghold. He takes it over, he uses the UAV to chase down kills, and he does a great job with it. Even if you don't plan on getting the Stronghold taken care of, you can probably go there to third party, but I highly recommend trying to get the Stronghold, because the last thing you do is fight all these enemies when one of them has a UAV on you. We've got Black Site Key. I don't know what the zone's gonna be, but there is a chance that Black Site could be over here at the train yard. Again, the UAV letting them know there's an enemy on his rooftop. Oh my God. Okay, so Tito played that heady. Wouldn't even really call it a heady, just happened to be that. So like as we're backing up, this is a very hard target to shoot. Whether you're on aim assist, whether you're on mouse and key, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what device you're on, it's hard to shoot, period. And as you can see, he misses a lot of bullets. And this is why I tell you guys, again, let's rewind, let's go back. This fight here, the same situation. Enemies on the high ground, the guy we're Spectating on the low ground, and then we just flash forward. Same situation, right? So you need to learn from the mistakes of not only what you're doing, but also the players you're killing. There's a lot of valuable information you can be picking up. This is just bad. I understand we have a nice little start, and I get it. We all get egotistical sometimes. Like, I got it. We're in a full send, and I respect it, but there's a ladder on the right-hand side we could have taken, and clearly because he's hiding behind the AC unit, he's not watching that at all. Just unnecessary to put himself out there like that, but here we are moving on to Tito. Tito is a man of many things. Unfortunately, it's not winning. He does a lot of looting, a lot of buying, a lot of 360 and looking around confused as hell, a lot of proning. But the best thing of all is, once again, we witness a player fall into the same death trap as the last 2. There's a reoccurring theme we're seeing in this video, and unfortunately, Tito and all these boys out here, they really don't know how to adapt. All right, enemy running the left-hand side. I love the hesitation. It was almost like it took his brain a second to register, which is really strange. I don't know if that's normal, guys. Let me know in the comment section if you're a victim of that. Maybe reaction time and registration is just different for each player. Clearly it is, but he saw it. Same thing with this guy floating. He didn't even look at it. He might have seen it, but no reaction at all. And remember, he does have the UAV, which scans to, it might not read this building. It might. Usually on the very edge, you can get a little bit extra out of it, but I'm not too sure. So if you're in Tito's position here and you're feeling unconfident, which is exactly what the vibe I'm getting is, you need to try your best to play a Stronghold. Tito! Savage, what do I do in that situation? You get out of there. Stop fighting. Stop fighting in that area. Bro, go up the stairs. Go out the door. Do something. Come on, man. But moving on to El Chapo. Again, we're seeing a common trend, a common theme, man. It's almost like playing high ground's important. And what's funny again is it's not like these guys don't know it. They're literally getting kills. We spectate them from them killing people with this exact same look. Now, if El Chapo dies from this as well, I don't know, something's in there. At this point, I wasn't feeling too confident with El Chapo. Honestly, between him just doing 360s and donuts and just taking forever to loot, I wasn't feeling too confident that this was the player we're gonna spectate to take it to the end. Now, even though he has the Stronghold UAV, I was about to say, maybe the guy has Ghost, but we saw him pop up on the mini-map, so clearly didn't. So this is just completely being unobservant to the UAV. The fact that we allow this enemy to close the gap this much is crazy. Tracking's a lot of issue right there. He may have been a mouse and key player, but regardless, you got to be better with your tracking in that situation right there. You have to. He didn't really play any cover. He kind of put himself in like this little lip where he almost had a heady, but he didn't play like a heady. Still, most of his body was vulnerable because it's just not that deep of cover. It's not that deep of a heady. But bad villain, I'm getting the same vibes. I'm telling you, man, it's like the skill-based matchmaking, most of the time, it locks it in, bro. It's not that bad. There'll be a few sweats in here, no doubt, but for the most part, these players are playing exactly the same. Lo and behold, no surprise at all, Mad Villain just is completely lost in the sauce. He finally drops his black site key, which of course pops up on the mini-map for everybody around him to see. And by the time he finally gets into a fight, he runs away like a baby back bitch. And on top of it, he starts ramming his vehicle into walls just because, fuck it, that's what he wants to do. Savage, he's having fun. Finally, after him just running around aimlessly, taking zip, landing somewhere random, going back to the zip, landing somewhere random, here we are finally sitting in our new camping spot. Now, if you look at this situation here, it's not the best cover. In fact, this is a terrible spot to be in. The lip's not enough to really protect you from anybody. You can't use it as a heading, not to mention enemies can shoot through there, not to mention you have all of this high ground, all these buildings around us, plus the building to our left that we can't even see in the camera frame. Anyone could shoot out on us. On top of that, you've got streaks. We really don't have much to play with here. If we do have to jump down because we get streaked, now we're in this little 4x4 cubicle, and whoever's shooting at us is going to push us. So I don't like this at all. Let's see how he's able to handle it, if he's able to handle it. Nice little boost jump. Not really what I was expecting. Again, going to a worse spot. Sorry for the camera angle, guys. My enemy landing on the roof, getting into a fight. Great job, just absolutely beaming. All right, yo, Mad Bill, turn it up a little bit. I wasn't that hopeful, but that was a good fight from your boy. Maybe it's because of the shoulder cam. It looks a lot better than what it was because we can't see that reticle, but looked like he beating the shit out of him. Oh, here we go, back to the zip. Look at all the pink. Oh, yeah, you see him, yeah, fuck him up. All right, we have enough money for UAV. There it is. Launch that bitch and let's go hunt. He either saw something on the minimap or you heard something. I didn't hear anything. Ooh! All right, we're weak right now. This is a situation where I don't like this. Remember, dude, that's the second fight in oil field we've gotten in the last 60 seconds. I know for sure, just judging by the circle and the fact that we're on the edge, that people will be rotating in. There will be people here, and there's a good chance you're going to get picked. So what I would recommend is staying in cover, keeping your butt there, plating up, or smoking the loot you're on. Because again, look at the position. Not really a fan of it at all, but he does get the plates popped and now he's safe. But again, I say safe. What are we doing? Are we saying a prayer? Are we sending a TikTok clip to our mom to get a compliment? No. Not really sure what the enemy just threw at him. All right, about to say, I don't like the corner play, but he's getting out of there. Another enemy has entered the fold. That is not the same guy. We need to get out of here. We need to stop fighting. And dip. Hopefully he can get this self-res pop before anyone even realizes he's... Oh my God, run. No way. No way. All right, now I respect the Chow. He probably felt like he was forced to, but again, because of the angle the enemy was at, if he just would have run inside, he would have been theoretically fine. However, we're saying that the other enemy could have just come in from the side. So he decided to make his move and fight the fight. I can't really hate on that. Again, it could go either way. We really don't know how the situation would have played out, but I would have definitely played some cover and gotten out of that situation entirely. There's nothing worse than fighting one guy and here's another guy sitting on a rooftop just creaming down their pants. The difference between the enemy and Tito's probably like, bro, how, man? He's cheating, bro. How did he do it? Dude, you had this much of a window to shoot him. Your entire body was vulnerable. Why would you even take that fight? Why? You could have pushed him. I wouldn't have minded that. It still was kind of a crazy play, but you could have. Pushing the enemy and full sending to him is way better than standing out in the open praying to God you can hit a little bitty fucking target like that. Most players can't hit that shot just because there's just too much shit going on. I don't know why he thought he could, but moving on to Black Death. He's out here dolphin diving. Seems like he's a little crackhead, no cap. We'll see. Unfortunately, with Black Death, we got a little bit of the same thing from the beginning players. Just a lot of loot and a lot of unnecessary stuff. It's already in game. There's only 20 players left. For some reason, he's just worried about the wrong shit. I think DMZ just kind of messed people's head up where they think they have to loot everything. Remember, you don't. If you have a gas mask, if you have your ammo, if you have plates, if you're good, which he was, there's really no reason to open anything from this point forward. But unfortunately for him, I don't think this is our victory either. All right, now this is again another reoccurring theme. I'm not mad at it though, but playing the edge. Everyone played oil field. Oh, we got footsteps. Don't loot that box. Don't you do it. I'm just kidding. Oh! He could have looted it to hear footsteps better. I was more or less joking, but I don't know if his sensitivity is too stiff, but it looks like when the enemy jumped down, he shot, cracked him, and he could never catch back up to the enemy. If you find your aim just like that, like you can't track fast enough, turn your sensitivity up, or at least your ADS sensitivity. You need to tweak that. A lot of times people either track too fast, they overshoot the target, or it's not quick enough. You got to find that sweet spot that's right for you. Don't copy anyone's settings. If you go to streams or YouTube channels, you're trying to copy settings, you just stick with that. Bad juju. It's good to get a reference point and work with that, but make sure you guys are consistently changing your settings. I've been changing mine since the beginning of Warzone, and I promise you guys right now, it has been a positive impact. Now with Green Arrow, there's not much to say. He plays the edge of the gas, he looks around, no cover, no concealment, and just kind of has the same fate as most players with this mentality. I'm not sure why players are still playing like this, so make sure you guys share this video with a friend of yours. That way they can maybe get a little bit better, because I'm telling you right now, the beginning stages of improvement is self-reflection, and unfortunately for a lot of these guys, they really just don't know any better. All right, crouch walk on the edge of the zone. Again, never a good idea. We don't know what's around us, and I don't like the fact that we're letting the gas push us out. It's not much better. Another enemy is playing the edge, but again, I don't really have a hatred for playing the edge. What I have a hatred for is playing the edge if you're playing passive. Edge gameplay is for aggressive players only, right? You're gatekeeping, you're playing the edge, hunting kids like that down. Aggressive players playing the edge, I love to see it. We haven't seen it, but I love to see it. And unfortunately, again, another victim to just this mentality. He's rocking 9, all right. He's rocking 9, he's got some decent camos. He's got money, his reaction time's pretty good. I don't know what gun the enemy is shooting him with, but he definitely has a marshmallow pellet gun. I was just about to say, I'm not sure why he didn't challenge by playing the corner, but he did get precision. So good job utilizing smokes to break away and also get himself out of the precision's route. Yeah, there's another enemy above us. I love the fact that he's pushing through here instantly, trying to go on a hunt for the enemy. Now, it's this situation we're in because there's another enemy shooting at us from behind on the edge of the zone towards the south. And our gas mask is running out. I don't know what the enemy is doing. We're hunting. The enemy's playing freaking hide and seek, though. We need to get out of here regardless. We have our smokes, thank God. Let's just dip and fight this guy another day, if he even survives the gas. Sometimes when you're playing against bots do unpredictable shit, and you just kind of got to let them die. There's no reason to get yourself killed trying to kill a body player. I'm also shocked that the enemy that was to our south didn't try to third party us or at least hold us. Actually wild. Yeah, when he jumped through that window, I was shocked he didn't see the enemy. I don't know what he was looking at, but that was close. And to be fair, shame on the enemy for not getting that kill. He should have had that way sooner. The moment that vehicle pulled up, he should have been ready and waiting, but he wasn't. He allowed us to jump in through the window and turn on him before he's able to even, well, get the kill. Now there's a chance that that was the guys we just killed, but no, it's not. Good nade. We have a good building we can play. Now I would rather be on the rooftop of this, to be fair. No. No. There goes our chance of the go. I thought that was the one. I thought he was gonna win the game. All right, he sees the enemy on top of the roof. There we go. Love the fact that he's mounting for the perfect accuracy. And what a third party. That was just beautiful kind of timing. Good for him, bad for the enemy. I don't think the enemies are playing the game. There's a guy in the window. Right window. There was a guy in the right window. There he is. There he is. Yeah, you see him? So that wasn't the guy, but this is. It's crazy to me. You've got 3 guys in the same building and you're not fighting each other. This is what I'm talking about. I don't understand why players are just like, I'm so afraid to go push the enemy. It's into the game. I promise you all 3 of those players don't have more than 3 kills. What are you going to lose out on? Your PR? Hell no. We do have a jury. He's having to use it because of the precision coming in. Again, I don't like the idea of precision in the game, period, much less the end of the game. I love the pre-rotation. Look how he's grabbing the high ground. This is just awareness on the terrain. His gas mask is going to run out a little bit, so I would want to get a little bit closer to the zone. There's that cluster of rocks that's safe right now that I would want to play. There we go. That one right here. I'm not sure about the smoke grenade. I think it's going to blind us more than anything, but he's still in a good spot. There's a good chance the Indians will end up fighting each other anyway. All right, smoke going out to our left-hand side. There it is. Enemy gets the other kill. Enemy's running to our right-hand side right here. It should be an easy kill. And again, that's all she wrote, brothers. And again, it all comes down to what? What's the point of this video? I know you guessed it if you didn't read the title. High ground wins almost every time. Guys, if you're continuously not playing the high ground, you're going to continuously die most of the time. The amount of times you saw that fight from high ground to low ground, especially at that close proximity, is wild. And isn't it strange that every time we saw that fight, who won? The guy on the high ground. Now, that's not a tell-all rule. Sometimes the high ground is not the best spot, depending on where the circle's going. Can the low ground gatekeep you? There are a few instances, but 90% of the time, high ground is going to be the best spot to get to. Make sure you guys like the video, share it with a friend, and let me know how you enjoyed this video in the comment section below. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.